Alright everyone, so I'm in front of my still life again, and I'm thinking about doing some thumbnail sketches. I added a little backdrop to it. I don't know why this is so blurry. Let me try to clean the lens. Alright, did that help? That helped. Okay, so here we have a still life, and this piece of cardboard that I have in my hands is a viewfinder. You can actually buy these like made out of stronger materials for like 13 bucks, but that's a lot. And why, when you can just make one out of a cereal box? You can also just go like this with both of your hands. I can't use both of my hands right now because I'm holding my phone. But this is a way to help you find good compositions when you want to do everything analog and or you don't have a camera. Of course, when we're freehand drawing, when we're drawing from life, we want to ideally avoid the use of photography as much as possible. Now, we did do photographic thumbnails in semester 1 because I need to see your objects. So that was just the easiest way to do that. But this semester, I'm going to go ahead and go off of your drawn thumbnail sketches instead. So what you do in real life when you have a viewfinder or you're using your hands like this to make a square, to make a viewfinder, you're looking for compositions. So the edges of the viewfinder represent the edges of your paper. So only what is in the frame, that's what your drawing is going to look like. So you can zoom in, you can zoom out, you can go to a different angle and do the same thing, zoom in, zoom out. And what this shows you is that sometimes you don't need to draw the whole entire object. Now, because I did specify that you need to have 5 objects in your drawing, you can't cut an object out completely. But maybe you're going to find a composition that's interesting that doesn't include the entirety of every single object. So for example, right now, I'm cutting off part of the hand and the shoe, but I can still see all of the chains and the accessories. So this would be okay. This would count for the assignment because you still have at least 5 objects in the frame. The other thing you can very easily do is, again, switch from portrait orientation to landscape. Now, because this particular collection of objects is rather tall, I think it might be difficult to find a landscape-oriented composition that looks good. Difficult, but not impossible. That might actually be okay. Yeah. Maybe something like this. We can cut off that shoe, and again, we still have 5 objects because we've got the shoe, that what is that called? That ear loop, ear wrap. That's what it's called. We've got the shoe, the ear wrap. We've got some necklaces and part of the hand. So this would be okay. Overall, though, I think it looks better in portrait orientation, no matter what. But yeah, so what you will do next, once you have settled on your 5 objects, is you're going to try to put them into a composition physically in space in a way that they look good together. So just doing this. But this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to draw this like exactly as it is and all zoomed out. Alright, you're going to do thumbnail sketches in pencil to truly determine what is the absolute best angle, what is the absolute best part to show. Alright, like this is a nice composition too, but it only includes 1, 2, 3 objects. I mean 4 if I wanted to include the chain of the other necklace. But yeah, this is why we're going to do drawn thumbnail sketches next. And again, if you don't feel like making one of these out of a cereal box or some other piece of cardboard, you can always just use your hands. Both of them though. Alright? That's all.